March 29th, 1:33 p.m. I'm on beautiful Angel Island. Man, was it a high climb to get up here. We took the ferry out here. We're enjoying the view. There's the Bay Bridge across the way. So we need to call all our congressmen, senators, not to pass 702 authority. The FISA Court Rubber Stump, it's been used illegally and criminally to put innocent people on the terror screening database Watchlist, devastating many people's lives. I've talked to many people who are members of Targeted Justice, and they call me from all over the United States and even England and Australia. And you know what? Many people have been put on some terror screening database secret categories 3 and 4. Categories 1 and 2 are for real terrorists and terrorist connections that have highly suspected of doing terrorist activity. We are non-investigative subjects, and we have been tortured. So once you're declared a terrorist, they can then experiment on you, and they are experimenting on people with directed energy weapons. Dr. Lembert now has a Havana Syndrome registry for many innocent civilians. I protested at Shiver Space for Space, and I was with majors, lieutenants, veterans, an older woman who's going blind from the directed energy weapon attacks. She's constantly bearing with her, and she's trying to take care of her daughter with multiple sclerosis in a wheelchair. It's absolutely disgusting. And you know what? Our government wipes its hands clean of it because they give it to paid contractors, so they can wipe their hands clean, say, oh, we're not a part of that, we don't do that. And yet they have, I believe, and I heard whistleblowers say that Raytheon is experimenting with voice-to-skull and directed energy weapons on innocent civilians and people working for them, Lockheed Skunk Works. We already have the technology where we could take E.T. home, as Ben Rich said, who ran Lockheed Skunk Works. He's since passed away. But if you go to Ashton Forbes on YouTube, you will see that he's finding all these documents and old videos of whistleblowers that worked for the deep underground military bases and dark projects, talking about the reverse engineering of UFOs, the electromagnetic gravitics, aneutronic fusion, all this stuff, which people need to get their heads out of their asses and start paying attention. Because as these criminal forces grow more and more powerful, we're going to lose our freedom completely. There's beautiful days like this I treasure, where it's a peaceful, quiet day. My friend, who's quite elderly, couldn't make it up the huge hill, but he's enjoying, he loves boats. He used to pilot boats, and he loves to fish. But I'm hoping that civilization wakes up and we can reclaim our democracy, our democratic republic, our Constitution. And the sad thing is, too many people that aren't experiencing this have no clue what it's like. They have no clue. And despite the Havana Syndrome registry, which everybody that's been diagnosed by a doctor, you need to get with Targeted Justice and go to the doctors listed. You need to find the doctors and the lawsuits coming up and get your diagnosis, because there's going to be massive lawsuits down the road on all this. And I pray to God that all the people that have their eyes wide shut get to experience this just a little bit, so they know what kind of torture it is that innocent people are going through in this country and around the world. And When I protested at Schriever Space Force Base, there was a guy that worked in one of the deep underground bases there. He wouldn't say if it was Peterson or Schriever or Lockheed Skunk Works, but while he was working at that facility, they hit him with a directed energy weapon, and he has severe neurological damage now. He walks funny. This was a guy that had lots of friends, very popular, top of his class. He lost everything. And I saw him out there walking, very hard for him to walk. And when I look at these people being tortured, and then I think of all these ignoramuses out here that don't know what the fuck's going on and don't even bother to investigate it, it just wants me to puke. Because people are literally being tortured to death. But in the meantime, at least days like this, when I'm not being hit with Havana syndrome, with a loud cicada, the extremely fast clicking, the vibrations, it's a gorgeous day. Look at this.